All right, guys, here we are. Step one in your journey to kind of correct your consumer reports, which will emphasize the consumer protection side of things. So, first things first, you definitely want to correct personal information, right? Now, a lot of times, a lot of courses that you will come across will kind of completely ignore this step. And this step kind of goes hand in hand with the first four episodes, right? We talked about how your personal information is being shared. And so we want to make sure that we kind of stop that from happening. So your first step is going to be to clean up your personal information mishaps on Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, right? Whether you have a misspelled name, you have a number missing on an address, whether you have too many addresses, even if you have lived there before, like they should still be removed. Too many jobs on there listed. If you have one job as current, that's not current, but another CRA has a different job reporting as current. Like you want to make sure all these things are taken care of, right? So it's a big missed opportunity if you're not knocking these out of the park when you're first starting your journey and correcting your consumer reports. Definitely want to knock that out. You can actually just call and have all these things removed right on the spot on the phone. Um, and sometimes you may have to send a letter, but those are like extenuating circumstances, really. Like you can just call and get the stuff done for free. My personal experience when I first got into the correcting my consumer report arena, a company actually charged me $2,000 to do this. So, um, believe it or not, that some companies do that. So it is not something you need to pay for. You can do it for free. You just need to make a phone call. I don't care how lazy you are when it comes to spending $2,000 and making a phone call. You can make the phone call, right? Items such as old addresses, misspelled names, old jobs, etc. We went over that. And removing these are the key first steps in clearing reports, and it's really the most ignored step, which is sad. Because it can even get you denied in future applications if you have a misspelled name or missed too many addresses on there. So you want to get that stuff cleared up as soon as possible. Deleting these items, so sometimes delete some accounts from consumer report as well. So if you have an account on there that you don't want on there and it's tied to an old address, once that address is removed, sometimes that account gets deleted as well. So you can actually save yourself a future headache by just calling in and getting these old addresses removed, right? Sometimes they'll say, oh, we need you to send in, verification, da da da. You can do that if you want to. I would typically ask that you have them send you a fax number or an email address so they can receive it immediately. Don't get off the phone and let them tell you to mail it and then send up mailing it because that takes too long. This should usually be done in 24, 48 hours, honestly. So clean up your personal information. Here are the contact numbers for Experian, right? And I'll have the contact for the other two as well. But a lot of people miss this step because they call the wrong number. Like I told you guys in episode 2 or 3, I told you guys that there's some phone numbers and addresses that are going to like robots, and there's some that are going to decision makers. So you want to make sure you guys are getting the right information, getting the right contact, decision makers, all that good stuff. So as you see here, the call 1-714-830-7000 to speak to a human, right? Bypass the line and press the business or client line, press 2, and then go from there, right? And this is all information on how you do that. Here's TransUnion contact information. Press 0, wait time listed a minute, right? When they ask you for a reason, just say dispute. Like this stuff is very, very simple. I just, people just don't do it, right? Equifax, here's their number right here. Easiest path, right? Press 4, then press 1. Total wait time is 4 minutes. All right, so you guys can knock this out relatively quickly. And if you guys don't have, I guess I should have told you this first, but if you don't have your reports pulled right away, you want to do it for free, just go to annualcreditreport.com and you can just fill out that information there. You'll get all 3 of the reports for free. So especially during the pandemic, they were giving them out once a week, just to make sure that you had everything you needed to update your reports. So annualcreditreport.com, easy way to do it. Once you get that, call these numbers, clean up personal information. I've had some clients tell me that they were able to call and get collections and stuff like that removed. So call these numbers and get this stuff corrected. And so here's their um, emails. I like to also add this in there in case you guys have an issue. You can always send these guys an email and they will turn it into a dispute for you. So let's say you got off the phone with somebody, said they won't remove an old address. Okay, perfect. Make sure you write down that person's name and employee number and tell them they'll be notifying, the CEO that they won't remove the address. And um, shoot that email over to them, and then you'll notice you'll get an email saying, oh, your dispute has been started, and it'll be deleted. So plenty of ways to skin a cat. Just want you guys to know that there are other ways out here to do that. The first step, anytime you want to repair someone's personal information, or sorry, excuse me, consumer reports, just go ahead and knock out this personal information first with the big three, and then we can get on to the good stuff. All right. Just the credit union captain, helping protect you and your consumer reports.